Hey yo, hey yo, what's the deal, brothers? Peace, peace, peace. Now, I want to talk about something, right? And you guys see the title of the video. Black women will have you starved out. What do I mean by that? I'm getting right into it, man. See, when you're growing up, especially if you guys, you grew up in certain cities, black cities, cities with a high population of black people, man, you've understood it, but I'm probably the first guy who can put it into words, man. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm the first guy you've heard put it into words. But what I mean by this, right? From a young age, you see how black women, they really only go for certain kind of guys. Now, I would say this, right? When it comes to hooking up with a black woman, and again, I'm a black man making this video. When it comes to hooking up with a black woman, that's the easy part. It's easy when you're young. When you're in high school, yeah, black men or young black boys are always hooking up with these young black women. You know what I'm saying? Always. But I want guys to really understand this and look at it. If throughout your high school career, you've had very few relationships, but you've had one night stands, that's the sign, telltale sign that when you become an adult, expect one night stands and expect them to happen at a far less rate. See, when you're in high school, you're around these females every day. So guys will be able to have something. Guys won't have to, be a virgin. But but let's keep it a stack. Women control access to sex. Women control access to which guys have relationships. Yes, control marriage. Men may control marriage, but women have to want to actively be your girlfriend. So they really control that in that aspect. Now, again, when you're in high school, yeah, man, you can hook up with a shorty here, hook up with a shorty here, hook up with a shorty here. You know what I mean? So guys, and let me tell you this, right? That's not normal. That's why black women have so many bodies and tend to have so many STDs because they're a hot spot because they just hook up with guys. And see, let's keep it a stack. Growing up, we all watch porn. Black women also watch the same porn videos you watch. So black women, they're on a perpetual tour of searching for men with big dicks. You know, if you aren't 10 inches, you know, 10 inches plus, you don't have a maximum ruler, we already know black women are gonna move on. You can lie to yourself. I mean that's gonna hurt you in the long run. But let's keep it a buck. Black women watch the same videos we watched as a kid, man. So when she saw the guy with a 12-inch Johnson and he was fucking her for 1 hour, that's what she expects. And if you can't give her anything close to that, she'll rather move on from you. She feels like, yo, you're not good enough. We already know they want guys 6 feet tall, and again, they want guys with a big Johnson. So if you don't have those physical requirements when you're young, between, let's say, a lot of black women start having sex early, man. So let's just say 14. From 14 up until about 27, 28, most black men will be starved. Again, you can have those one night stand experiences in high school, or you might even have had a girlfriend in high school that you probably dated for maybe 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, but you realize after she left you, you got to see what her preferred preference was. Me growing up, that's one thing I always took time to examine because after you leave me, I want to know what you're really into. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, bro, guys can say porn, yeah, them girls are acting. Yes, they are acting, but you gotta understand, man. That's like, come on, we all watch them videos, bro. You see the smile on them bitches' faces. You see the face she make during the act when her eyes roll in the back of her head. Come on, bro. We already know what time it is. So there's no need to be in denial about it. You know what I'm saying? And this is not necessarily about the female itself. It's about like the mindset, the state of mind where they're at. So now you graduated high school. If you went to college, it's gonna be the same thing in college. Only difference is now these older men, because now guys don't have to lie. Now guys don't have to creep around the high school because the girl is 18. So now she can date older men. And when I say older, bro, come on. I've been there, bro. When you're 18, 19, come on, you just saw how she had grown ass men going to prom with her. She just had grown ass men picking her up in front of the high school in a vehicle. No, you already know which guys at your school drive a car. So you know when this guy pull up and she hop in that car, that's not her parents. That's not her older brother. That's not her uncle. You know what I mean? So when you get to college, now again, black women or as a young black man, your biggest competition aren't other guys in college. It's the guys who's like 25 coming on the campus with a book bag, selling some drugs, talking about some, oh yeah, I go to class here. No, you don't, bro. Leave. Bounce. Beat it. You feel me? Or your competition is a dude who's 29. He has his own apartment. He has a job. He has a vehicle. That's your biggest competition. It's these older guys who are way older than you. And again, now black men are going through college starved out. I'm not saying you can't have nothing. I'm saying because you're not having what you really want, I'm telling you, you're gonna feel starved out. So let me put it like this, right? In college, right? You're watching black women, they're smashing dope boys, they're smashing scammers, older guys, white guys, all types of stuff. But if you're like a straight and narrow dude, you a good dude, man. You go to work, you go to class, you handle your business, you have the Barack Obama look, the Tom from Boondocks look, the Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel Air look. Black women not checking for you. Black women, they want something else. They want guys that got more, as they would say, pizzazz. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, what black women actually call it are aesthetics. And I matched with a female on Tinder, right? This was like 3, 4 years ago. And she asked me for my Instagram. I lied. I said I didn't have an Instagram. But I asked her, I said, if I did have an Instagram, what kind of information could you gain by looking at my Instagram page? She said, I can see your aesthetics. Now, and see, this is why like yo, black women, they're not good people because black women have a very like keen, they have a very keen way of saying stuff, right? Where she's saying something, but she's not saying something. And what I mean by that is like, yo, okay, she okay, again, asking for my aesthetics, that just means I want to see if you're flexing money on your Instagram page. I want to see if you're flexing packs on your Instagram page. I want to see if you're standing on top of a car you do not own. I want to see if you're in the club. I want to see if bitches are liking your pictures. I want to see if bitches are in your comment section. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that doesn't really matter, that's what they're concerned about because black women are not reality based. They're in a virtual world. So between 18 and 22, again, you're in college, you might have a relationship, but you probably always felt like, yo, bro, I know what she's going for. You know what I'm saying? Or you might be having one night stands. Some guys are probably having nothing in college right now. So keep it a stack with yourself, bro. You can lie to your friends, you can lie to whoever else, but you can't lie to yourself. No man is going to be satisfied with a one night stand, because now after that you go to the next person, after that the next person, after that the next person. Oh, hey, how are you? How was your day? Oh, what's your favorite color? Oh, what do you like to eat? Can you cook? Oh, are you busy this weekend? Uh, Time after time after time after time, try after try after try after try, losing after losing after losing after losing. When the fuck will you get tired of playing the damn game? I don't have no more tokens to play that game. I'm burnt out. You know what I'm saying? I'm broke. I don't want to play no more. Tell these bums keep it pushing. You know what I mean? And that's the reality, bro. Black man, you know what's good. Either you're having one night stands or you're having nothing. After the age of about 21, 22, that's when black women start to graduate college. You're done. You're done. It feels like your pussy has been pulled from the rug under your feet. You guys ever watch how like magicians, when it's like I can't spit it out. When there are like dishes, like tableware on top of a table, and they have the tablecloth sitting underneath, and they can pull it without even knocking any bowls or plates off. That's what it's like. It feels like the pussy has been snatched from under your feet. And again, most guys, they'll rather have something than have nothing. So they'll take the one night stands, but after a while, man, and again, dealing with black women, you guys are putting yourself at risk, you know what I'm saying, of catching an STD. Where they are the hotspot for every STD, especially if you live in a black city. If you live in a city where it's not too many black people, you have a higher chance. But this is why I tell black men, you have to leave the South. I don't care if your family's from the South. You got generations of family from the South. I don't care, black men. Get up out of there. Get up out of there. Because you already know when you put, and I'm gonna talk about it in a later video. I'm gonna really go into depth about it. But black women, man, listen, when you put blacks around blacks, now black women can compete. Now they can be picky, and they're gonna starve out most black men. Pookie will get all the action. Down low Pookie, homosexual Pookie, broke Pookie, bum Pookie. Listen, Pookie as a whole will get all the action. I have the video on my channel. Black women said, listen, we're not looking for the guys who are normal. We're not looking for the guys who went to school, went to college, the guy that can hold down a 9 to 5 job. Listen, guys like that, responsible black men, they get their turn when she's 35. Up until then, at the earliest 28, 29, 30. I mean, come on, bro. So okay, let's say that, right? You spent your entire teens one night stand. You might have like one or two relationships. You spent your entire college years single. You may have had a couple one night stands. Boom. Now you're into your mid to late 20s. If you're not the kind of guy who's going out on the weekends, going to parties, going to clubs, you got the right social circle to meet women, it's gonna be hard to meet females. So now you're stuck using dating apps. Let's keep it a stack. You guys know I'm telling the truth. You guys know I'm telling the truth. Keep it a stack. Now you're stuck using dating apps. I mean, you could, depending on what kind of job you work, you can maybe work with females at a retail job or corporate job. But I suggest, especially with black women or any woman, don't risk your job, man. If females on the job are interested, tell them no. Beat it. Step off. Right? So now you're stuck on dating apps. I mean, some of you guys might not have the cojones to go and approach women at the Target, approach women at the grocery store. So you're using dating apps. The women on dating apps, man, trust me, you don't want that. You don't want that. Again, and if black women are on those dating apps looking for guys, it's the same thing. You got to be 6 feet tall, max ruler. If you got that, I'm telling you, that's the cheat code with black women. Not saying that black men who are average or whatever the case may be, they're average height, average in size. Other races of women don't care about that. Black women, They will starve you out. Again, we already know as men, we have sexual appetites. Having a girlfriend is your best bet. Personally, I tell men this. I used to make semen retention content. If you do semen retention for at least 2 years, I'm telling you, you can go back to normal. The way how your life was, the way how you thought about things in life, man, before you had your first taste of pussy, now you can go back to normal, bro. Now you can go back to just thinking with a clear state of mind. Not saying, oh man, sex will never come across your mind, but in a way where you can control yourself. When you're out here just wanting to have something and you think something is better than nothing, man, you're lusting. You're out of control. So I'm letting brothers know, listen, bro. Get up. First of all, for black men in the South, get up out the South. We already know 55% of African Americans live in the South. Black people make up, I believe, 14% of blacks in the country of the United States of America. And if of the 100%, which is the 14, and you're saying 55%, which is pretty much on a grand scale, about 8% of the black people live in the South, which is the 55%. We already know when you put black women around other black women, they're gonna all chase the same thing. When you put black women around Ling Ling, you put black women around Elizabeth and Marisol, you put black women around Angie, you put black women around Karen, Sarah, Helen, all these other races of women. Now they have to compete. Who are they competing for? A larger majority of men. You know what I'm saying? So if you live in a city where it's diverse like that, as a black man, you're not stuck with the demographic of people who don't even want you. At best, for guys who are having relationships, most guys feel like, yo, I'm a placeholder. You're there until she feels like, yo, I found Pookie. I found a white man. I found a guy who's 6'5". I found a guy who got a 12-inch dick. Now she feel like, yo, it's time to move on. It was good knowing you, Buster. It was good. It was good taking your money and you spending money every weekend on hibachi, every weekend on sushi, every weekend on Roof Chris, every weekend going for coffee and walks in the park. Now you're starved out. And again, I tell guys, bro, listen, it's not even worth it. So pack your bags and move up north. Move to the West Coast where you can have an option. You can have an option, bro. Whew. I mean, how much more can I really go into depth about this, man? Again, from 22 up until about 30, you'll probably be single. And I know it's a fact because when I do see it, right, when black guys tend to get something, especially in those in those black cities, man, they hold on to it. Like I remember I remember when red pill content kind of got big, right? And those clips were getting viral of black men saying, "Oh yeah, have an abundant mindset, have an abundant mindset." Black men in black cities don't have an abundant mindset when it comes to black women because they feel like, yo, bro, I had to wait months for this. I had to wait years for this. I'm telling you, even with the one night stands, most guys aren't having a one night stand every single weekend. I mean, first of all, you shouldn't do that. That's increasing your chances of catching something. But most guys are going like 3 to 6, 8 months without a one night stand. And I made a video on my old channel. I might have put it on this channel, but I called it the drought. And the drought isn't real, but that's when guys feel like, yo, I'm not having no pussy. And see, only black women move like that. Black women will starve you out. They will starve you out. And that's what I'm saying. When guys feel like, yo, I finally got something, a lot of black men, they just want to hold on to it, bro. And I get it. I get it. Guys would rather have something than have nothing. But I'm telling you, that something you have really isn't something that you want. You're just accepting it because, man, I've been starved out. Do you really? Come on, like, come on. You guys see the reality behind that, bro? You've been starved out. And I said this before, black women will wait until you're 35 plus. You've gone years without having no pussy. You've been starved out so long that where she can come in and literally give you anything, and you're just grateful to have something. You're just grateful to have something, yo. Come on, son. Why are you doing that to yourself? I'm telling you, man. And when you step out your front door, you can see it. So many black men are with black women, and man, he don't want to be there. But again, I get it. I get it. You just want to have something, bro. You just want to put your Johnson in something at night, man. Something warm and tight and wet. I get it. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But black men, stop dealing with that shit, man. You don't really. The reason why black women can walk around here talking the shit they talk is because they know what's good. That's why black women are running down south, specifically to Atlanta. They moving to Houston, Charlotte. I'm telling you, black men, get up out those cities, man. Whew, black men, black men, black men, black men, black men. See, they know what they doing, man. They know what they doing. They know what they're doing because forget it, man. Yo, brothers, all I gotta tell you, man, pack your bags, hustle hard, change your reality, man. Change your location. Go up north. Go to the West Coast. You don't want to be in a place, and again, location means everything when it comes to this because again, those cities in the South where slavery existed, when you meet black women, and you know what? I said I was going to mention it in another video. I can give you guys a little bit of history, right? From slavery times, right? Because slavery always existed in the South. Black women have been, whether they wanted to or not, they have been conditioned and forced to breed with the strongest of black men. You know, if I'm not mistaken, I forgot the actual term behind it. In the past, actually, oh man, I forgot what the actual term was behind it, but pretty much, the slave masters, man, they were breeding. So the same way the slave masters were breeding. So the same way how, listen, you will probably breed a dog with another kind of dog for a certain result. That's the same thing slave masters did. They made sure that the strongest, tallest, biggest black men was able to procreate with black women, and black women pretty much became conditioned to that. So in their mind, if you're not the tallest, the fastest, the biggest Johnson, all that kind of stuff, you're inadequate. You're inadequate. And again, that's been going on for the last 400, 500 years, bro. So it's ingrained into them. Again, you can have a one night stand. She will bounce around from guy to guy to guy to guy until she finds a guy with the biggest Johnson, until she finds the tallest guy with the biggest Johnson. Because black women are programmed to chase big. Other races of women, they're not programmed like that. They're more focused on reality. As a man, can you provide? As a man, can you take care of yourself? As a man, will you be able to pass down anything to your children? Black women only care about, is your dick big? And you could be a bum sleeping on the bench. As long as your dick is big, you're good. You're in it. That's the cheat code. Anyways, again, even if you're getting a 3 month subscription, a 4 month relationship, 6 month relationship, is that even worth it, man? Okay, let's get past the physical part. After that, it's about money. I mean, she's gonna place more importance on money from the guys that she believe is inadequate. But again, it's a lose lose, man. Anyways, I'm out. Peace. I'm done.